Okay, here's our project, 24 by 24 job. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Donnie D here, back at you with another video. So today I'm going to share with you what we did on this project, how long it took, and how much did this client at the time invest in this project. Now, quick disclaimer, this project was done early 2019, so my pricing structure has changed since then slightly, but I'm just going to give you an idea what at the time what the client actually invested in on this project. Stay tuned. Okay, so if you just want to know what this project took and what the client at the time actually invested in the job, you could just skip to the end. For now, I'm going to go through a few things, show you what happened. This job was obviously, if you can see by this video right here, was a complete failure. The term we use is spot bonding and put dabs on the back of the tile, and essentially that's all incorrect. And this job, I believe, was only about a year or less old, and the grout was failing, the tile was crunching when they walk on it. And when you're installing tile this size, I mean any size tile, but especially when you get the big ones, you really want to make sure that your floor is flat, your walls are flat, everything is prepped nicely, so when you set the tile, everything comes out good, and this doesn't happen. So anyway, this is the job, this is what happened. They called us in and we redid the whole thing. Essentially the job is the same. We're going to redo it, the same tile, 24 by 24, same pattern, everything is going to be the same. So I want to go over what we did here. We came in there, demoed out all the floor tile, removed everything down to the plywood subfloor. These kitchen cabinets actually stayed in. We cut the tile around them without doing any damage. Now, given we did have a few nicks here and there, but very minimal. We protected things as good as possible. As you can see, we put plastic all over the cabinets to try to keep the dust down to a minimum. Now, I'm gonna be realistic, no matter what you do, you're gonna have a little bit of dust here and there, but we take every step possible to make sure the dust is at a minimum. Okay, so what else did we do? We grinded down the plywood subfloor, because when you set these ditra membranes, these uncoupling membranes, you have to use mortar to basically make them stick to the floor. And this floor was plywood, so the mortar was going to be all over the floor. So we used grinders with vacuum attachments to keep the dust down, to vacuum everything up, grind everything down to the wood floor. And then what we did from there is we went around with our straight edges and we checked the floor. Now the area working in here, the kitchen area, from that island to that small knee wall, half wall, pointy wall, whatever term you want to use to call it, needed some work. So we actually had to prime the whole floor in that area, and then we poured a self leveler to get it level. And then in another section floor here, which is by the front door, that area we screeded out with a patch material. It didn't need a lever, it wasn't as bad, but we screeded out that whole area. It did both of these, okay, let them dry. And then we actually took the same primer and we primed these up, because the thing is with these self levelers or these patch materials, they're real thirsty, so priming them doesn't need to be done, but it doesn't hurt. So we primed them up, we set the ditra back down, and then we installed the tile and grouted everything in. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown who supplied what. So in this project, the client actually supplied the ditra, the thin set, the grout. We supplied some of the floor prep materials like the patch, the leveler, the primer, a few miscellaneous things like that, and then obviously our labor. So when we did first start this job, it was 4 of us total there. We had a few helpers help us demo it out, and then you got myself here, and then Metin, aka Yoda, the man, the master right there, helping me out on this job. We usually worked on the job every day, and we had a helper come with us as well. We have a total of 10 days into the job, okay? And we have about 75 hours into it. This is from, you know, demo all the way to the end. You know, clean up everything, silicone everything wiped down clean, good to go for the homeowner. That's that. Okay. All right. So you're probably curious. You know, you've been watching this video this whole time, and you want to know how much. What did it cost? What did it cost? Well, this floor was approximately 500 square feet. And like I mentioned before, the client supplied those things and we supplied a few things I mentioned. If you didn't hear it, just, you know, skip back to that part. But anyway, you know, this job, top to bottom, we charged the client $13,500. So I hope this video helps give you an idea about what the client invested in this floor at the time. You know, at the time of this recording, it's September 2020. So my pricing structure has changed. So if you do have a project like this and you're curious about what it would cost, feel free to reach out to me. Now the numbers would be higher than we're talking here or somewhat similar. I really have to dial in your situation. But I'm just giving you an example of this job and what they invested at the time and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button if you like the content that I'm making. Even give it a thumbs up while you're at. Every bit helps. Thanks for tuning into the video. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, Donnie D, by leaving a comment here, or just check out my website at dtilenj.com, and we'll see how we can help you. Thanks again. Donnie D, signing off.